Professor Melly Mill, the Hood Postman. You know the vibe. Got a little story for y'all today. You know, it's about my homie, my loved one, Tiger, Tana Tiger. You know, and a few days back he passed away. So it's only right. It's only fitting, and it's good that I actually got a story with Tana Tiger. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all that story. But so it started around 1992. I was brought up on extortion. I had an extortion charge in 1992. This was like when the LA riots had taken place, and I was already in on this extortion charge. But what wound up happening, I beat the extortion, and they wound up giving me a violation. So what happened, they sent me to what was called at the time was a RTC, a return to custody, because they gave me a violation. And it was to this place out, it was called Shafter, California. And it was a whole police department, you know what I mean? But they, somehow, I guess they had, how these people do, man, they invest in these small prisons and stuff, you know what I mean? And all they need is bodies, and then the state pay them for housing you. So what happened, I wind up at this RTC, so when I get there, I'll get to the dorm. It's a cat named Rick Rock and a cat named Ham. They both from Country Boy Crips out of Bakersfield. So they hit me up, asked me where I was from. I told them, Santana. They said, well, you got 3 homeboys out there. Yeah? So I'm thinking like, okay, that's cool. I'll see them by the time I hit the yard. So sure enough, I hit the yard the next day. And lo and behold, my homie Tana Tiger, my homie Beanie Boy, my homie Cecil Bob. So we chopping it up, cutting it up real good, you know what I mean? And so I'm looking around this place that I'm at, but it's like way out of pocket, because I'm seeing like loose iron. Everybody know when you go to the pen, most of the iron, the dumbbells and all that stuff is welded together, but they got like 2.5s, 5s, nickels and dimes, just loose, So I'm looking at all this and I'm thinking like, man, this place is off the chain. So I'm looking around the yard. There's bricks on the yard where they're trying to do some type of construction. So meanwhile, all this stuff is taking place. Tiger pulled me to the side. Tiger tell me, say, listen, homie, big homie, listen, man, they've been having some problems with the essays and the white boys. They said one of the 415s get into it with the white boys. So we thinking that the essay is going to help them out. So, but check this out. The place was like, maybe like at capacity 450, 500, but it wasn't all the way at capacity. So I'm looking at least 100 and something white boys and maybe 200 essays and maybe 120 blacks at this spot, right? So they got the iron power, which was further south to the corner, and our iron power was like almost in the middle. So every day all the brothers would come over there. All the brothers, they had about 10 brothers there that was hitting 500 bench and better. I felt cool about that. But I'm looking at all this stuff going down, and I'm taking it all in. So I start strategizing, because they made me a few days after then, they made me one of the clerks for the sports. They hand out the sports equipment, the horseshoes, and they had these big old clamps. How they had the clamps for the Olympics. They come open and you slap on the Olympic weights. I'm like tripping off of that. I'm like, man, these people is loose up here with this stuff. So I get with Tiger, I get with Beanie, I get look, man, we gotta get us some knives. So by then I meet G-Man from Gear Gang. I meet Anthony Player from Anthony Player was from 6'2", East Coast. So we take them in. So we pull them into the circle, you know what I mean? Because if you think about it, it's only maybe 20 LA Crips, and the rest of them is Bakersfield Country Boy Crips. We was all linked together. We wasn't making no distinction to where you was at, geographic location. None of that was coming to play. And then we met the brother Ali, who was a BGF or something, and he had the little Muslim car together. And then we also, there was a cat named Slim. He had all the 415s and the Kumi brothers, so we was about 120 brothers on the yard. So we out on the yard, and I see the white boys off in the distance. I said, listen, man. I get with Ali. I said, listen, man, they finna take off, man. So we might as well just take off first. You know, ain't no use of us playing with this stuff. So the white boys and the Mexicans, like, they want to come talk. They push up, but their problem is really with Slim from 415, because Slim is like the shot call. Man, Slim grabbed the white boy, man, the Aryan man, picked him up and suplexed him. Bah! Right there in the middle of the yard, man. The next thing you know, man, we chucking 2.5 dimes, nickels, everything. You know what I mean? We getting busy, man. So they run back and get together and they push back towards us. Now they got dimes and nickels in their hand coming at us. You know what I mean? So we getting busy. So I'm looking around. I got Tiger, I got Beanie Boy, I got Cecil Bob. We holding on. We from Tana, you know what I mean? And when we got Anthony Player and we got my boy G-Man from Gear. So we getting down, the whole yard is just going at it, going at it, going at it. So they used to have like intervals where they bust the door open. They bust the door open, man. I see the 415 cats, they cut, bow, through the door, right? Man, they gonna leave the Crips out here. I mean, and plus they was like, I forgot about this part. There was like 20, 25 Bloods there too. So we all linked together. Ain't no separation. We can't be, because this situation is like real serious. So I'm telling Tiger, man, stick with me, stick with me. Tiger right there with me all the way. Man, matter of fact, I had one boy, I'm getting at him, getting at him. The boy come from the side, hit me on the leg with a shank. Tiger take care of it. Pop, 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 whoop him, down him right there. You know, I'm looking around, Beanie Boy right there handling this business, everybody. So when that door go come open, I see all the 415s cutting. So I ain't finna leave my homies out here. I tell them, go. Man, we grab the dough, get in. All these Mexican and white boys is on us because they really outnumbered us, like really bad. And we get to the dough, and I'm telling Tiger, where's Cecil Bob? C-Bob. He said, man, Cuz took off the other way, man. I said, huh? I'm looking around, man, and those C-Bob. So me and the boy Quincy, which was Q from Queen Street, a blood, he was a family. We grabbed the door and pull it shut, bam. So now we in like a corridor. So we got all the essays in there. There was a few white boys in there. We getting busy right there in the corner. Wop, 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 wop. Now we can handle these because whatever out of the yard is stuck out there, you know. So the boy KK from Venice Show Line, he catch a scissors in the chest. He got scissors sticking in his chest. I'm looking at. So Tiger grabbed him and get him down, send him on the side running. Then he looked at me and said, Mel, you here too? So all this is taking place. So we down him up in the corridor inside the building, and it was like pods, like these chapter police, they sitting in pods and they like looking, they just sitting behind the window just looking at everything. They really don't, they like really like shook. They don't know what to do. So, but I know what the next move is. CDC is on the way. I know they coming. They rolled up about, man, I don't know how many buses of Goon Squad. I don't know where they came from, Corker, where they came to Hatchery. I don't know where they come from. But they get up in there, man. So they get up in there and they get us all down, lay us down, hog tires, do all that shit. I'm injured. The homie Tiger, he cool. Beating, he cool, but I'm injured. So they got so many different ambulances and so many different ways to taking some people to the hospital and shit now. You know, my injury ain't that bad. So like some of the other homies that was injured, they go, you know what I mean, they go on and go take care of their business, man. But, you know, that was like one of the times right there, you know, and I can't give all the detail to this story because it just too, I did my best to convey it in a way I think that was like, that wouldn't reflect on anybody badly. You know what I mean? So that's why I told it in the terms of which I told it. But my boy Tana Tiger, that nigga hand game was vicious. That nigga Tana Tiger was tearing him up, man, you know. So, okay, you know, I just thinking about Tana Tiger, man, and all the stuff we've been through when we was at that RTC, man. But, you know, truly, that's one of my loved ones. And, you know, I'm going to miss him, you know what I mean? And shout out to Tana Tiger. Shout out to his brother Ray Ray, rest in peace, and his brother Elton. You know, they all from the Tana. They off that Rose Street side. You know what I mean? So those are my loved ones, and I'm gonna miss Tana Tiger for real, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, that Ham and Rick Rock from the Country Boys out there in Bakersfield, salute to them niggas, man. Them niggas tell their business, man. You know what I mean? And they out there with my people, because my people is out there, the Shot Wheels and my boy Booger Red, Randy, you know, he out there, you know, that's Carolyn's brother, which is my auntie Glenda, that's her best friend. So he like family too, his name Booger Red, so shout out to him too as well. You know, and just thought I'd throw them Country Boys up in there, but that Tana Tiger, man, that nigga was quick on his feet, quick. Now I know why they call that nigga Tiger, because that nigga came out like a motherfucking bingo tiger on them fools. Professor Belly Mill, you know the vibe. We are out, man. And shout out to his whole family and all his sisters, man. Y'all know who you are. Niecy, Poo Poo, Kitty Cat, let's see, Zaza. Both of the twins, you know what I mean? And Monique and Red. Shout out to the whole family, man. Peace to y'all, man. And I just want to do that for my boy Tana Tiger and show you, man, Tiger held his own. He did what he had to do. He had his big homie, you know what I mean? He was right there, step for step, blow for blow. We did that. Professor Belly Man, the Hood Postman. We out.